Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are, whatever time you're watching this. We're going to continue with Sarah Bombranick's Simple Abundance 365 Days to a Balanced and Joyful Life. January 24th. There is no scarcity. When you are worried about your health or the health of a loved one, your concentration focuses like a laser. Suddenly, there's a clarity about all of life because you realize what is important. Living is important. Every day is a gift. You ask for another chance to get it right. Most of the time, you're given it and you're very grateful. But worries about money mock you. They steal the joy of living because they follow you around all day like a dark, menacing shadow. At night, they hover at the foot of your bed, waiting to rob you of sleep. When you're worried about money, you dread the days and you agonize at night. Without thinking, you throw away every one of the precious 24 hours that come your way. You cease to live and instead merely exist. If you are worried about money today, take heart. You have the power to change your lifestyle and move from a feeling of lack and deprivation to a feeling of abundance and fulfillment. Money ebbs and flows in our lives. What should remain constant is our realization that abundance is our spiritual birthright. The American gospel singer Malia Jackson once said that it is easy to be independent when you've got money, but to be independent when you haven't got a thing, that's the Lord's test. This is what I've learned and share with the seeker in you. The simpler we make our lives, the more abundant they become. There is no scarcity except in our souls. Some really good food for thought for today. Just remembering that there is always more than enough for everyone. And it is in the poverty mindset that most people live. And because you think that there isn't enough, you will never see that there actually is enough. We have, it's a psychological term called a self-confirming bias. And I've talked about this before, but if you expect to see negative things, you will always only see negative things. If you expect to see positive things, you will see positive things. Your brain seeks out confirmation, hence the confirmation bias, of the thoughts, of the way you think reality is. And so you'll always have things come up if you live in a poverty mindset or you constantly focus on lack or scarcity. Your brain will find things to help confirm that this is the truth. And so if you start to shift your thinking from a poverty mindset to an abundance mindset, which is one of the reasons why, you do your gratitude journal, you list all the things that you're grateful for and all the things that you have in your life that are truly abundant, that do, represent abundance. If you focus on all of that, then more of that will appear in your life. But if you focus on all of the negative and all of the bad things and all the horrible things and all, then that is more of what you'll see. So, until tomorrow, focus on the good, focus on the positive, focus on all of the amazing things that life has to offer, all of the amazing blessings, all of the abundance that we have in our lives, a house to be in, electricity, heat, just there's so much, shoes, food, the ability to go, okay, maybe we can't go and eat in a restaurant, but we can go and order carry out, the ability to be able to communicate via the internet. I mean, I can't even imagine what this pandemic would have been like, 10 years ago when we didn't have Zoom and we didn't have Facebook Messenger and we didn't have FaceTime and we didn't have Google Hangouts or Google Meets and all this stuff. I mean, and there would be so many people that would be so much more isolated. I live in a rural community and the majority of the people that live in the area where I am are elderly. And a lot of them have serious health concerns. So they have really been isolating from their friends and from their families and from the community. And one of the women who is in the neighborhood, she figured out how to use Zoom. And so every Saturday she hosts a Zoom party. And so all the neighbors that are in the area that are isolated can get together and they play games and they talk and they just do fun things and interact, because it's a way to be able to fellowship without being close to each other, so they can stay safe and they can stay healthy, but they can still find out what's going on and they can still communicate with people and they feel like they're a part of something. So, having all these things and understanding that these things are truly blessings in our life is a really great way to think about, the way life truly is, because there really is so much more out there available for us than we give the universe credit for. So until tomorrow, think positive, happy thoughts, and have a wonderful and blessed day.